And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gurman. I am a senior planner with the city's planning division. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this neighborhood meeting. Tonight, we will be discussing an application for a special use permit for Dogtopia, an animal daycare and kennel for dogs. Please observe the following rules during this evening's meeting. The names of participants will be read into the public record, and this meeting is being recorded. Our meeting tonight will generally follow the agenda that you see on your screen. Please allow me to introduce the members of the city staff that are attending this evening. We have Rita McConnell, our planning manager, John McConnell, our principal planner, Heather Otterstetter, Nathan Enck, and Michael Wright from our engineering division, Jen Baden, our planning aide, and myself, senior planner, Dave Gurman. Also with us this evening are franchisee Cassidy Burns, Tracy Cross, the new franchisee support director from Dogtopia, and Lisa Cabot, director of design from Dogtopia. And finally, we also have Paul and Carla Sorini, who are the owners of the property where this franchise will be located. We will have an opportunity for questions and answers this evening. Please type your questions into the chat box and they will be read aloud after the applicant's presentation. If time allows, we may be able to entertain questions from live speakers. Please remember that the meeting is being recorded. I will now move into this evening's staff presentation, which will provide a brief overview of the project and a look at the city's review processes. Here you see the location of the existing Brent Cross Shops commercial subdivision at the northeast corner of 92nd Avenue and Wadsworth Parkway. The star depicted on the image indicates the approximate location of the tenant spaces within the building that Dogtopia wishes to occupy. Dogtopia provides daycare and kenneling services for dog owners. Shortly, we will be hearing from representatives of the company that will detail the offerings and benefits of the Dogtopia operation. Under the City of Westminster's code, an animal daycare, either with or without an outdoor component, and a kennel service may both be permitted with a use by special permit, also known as a special use permit, or SUP for short. This close-up of the Brent Cross Shop site shows where Dogtopia would be located within the existing commercial building. If approved, the only noticeable exterior change to the site would be the addition of a fenced-in outdoor play and exercise area. The proposed location of this area is depicted on yellow in this image. The development review process that is being undertaken by the applicant to secure approval for the proposed project is shown here. Staff has reviewed an initially submitted official development plan and has provided review comments to the applicant. The next step in this process is tonight's neighborhood meeting, which is highlighted here in gold. Following this meeting, the applicant will produce revised versions of the plans, which city staff will continue to review and comment on. This iterative process will ultimately produce the final version of the plans, which will be taken before the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission will render a decision with respect to approving or denying the requested SUP. Here you can see the applicable development review standards that the city planning staff considers when reviewing the SUP application and the associated official development plan, or ODP. While this is not an exhaustive list, it does capture the majority of the standards being considered. This slide features information about the SUP. For example, an SUP, if approved, does not grant land uses that run with the land in perpetuity. Instead, SUPs are tied to specific land uses, specific businesses, and specific locations. Discontinuance of the operation for a year or more, or failing to manage the operation in a manner consistent with the conditions of its approval, may be grounds for termination of the SUP. Also highlighted on this slide are the definitions for animal daycare outdoor and kennel. We will now hear from our applicant. represented by Casey Burns, a franchisee for Dogtopia. And Miss Burns, you're on.
Perfect. So I'm Kirsty Burns. I am the applicant for this Dogtopia. My dad and I will be a co-franchisee. He's been in the franchise business for over 20 years. And I just graduated from Colorado State University last May. And currently I'm working at a Dogtopia in the Denver Tech Center to get that extra experience so that when our doors open, I will be fully trained and ready to go. Next slide, please. So this is our operation summary. Our hours of operations are between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. We typically have 5 to 6 employees per shift. Our services include canine socialization, an open play environment for daycare and overnight boarding, as well as spa services, baths, nail trims, ear cleanings, also teeth brushing. And then we also have some training opportunities with a local certified dog trainer. With our capacity, we have a strict policy of a minimum of 30 square feet per dog to ensure an open, safe play environment. And we also have a 15-to-1 ratio, meaning we can only have 15 dogs to every 1 employee. Next slide, please. So Dogtopia is a good neighbor. Over the last 15 years, we've opened over 150 locations and we haven't had any issues. We support local businesses. We bring new customers into our retail corridor. We create jobs. We are a family-owned and operated business, and we promote better canine citizens in the area. Sorry, next slide. Thank you. So on the left is all of our certifications. We have our canine coach training, our Heroes for Healthy Pets, safety officer certification, and power of the general manager. With that, we do have webcams in every room, so our pet parents can watch their dog play all day from 7 to 7, except for from 12 to 2 when we do a 2-hour nap time. We also deep clean the rooms then and feed any dogs lunch if they get lunch then. We are committed to providing the best customer service experience in the industry for pet parents and dogs, while also maintaining our brand's reputation of being excellent tenants. So with that, we do use a 100% pet safe cleaning solution and plan, and we have experts on staff in canine behavior and health to address any questions we may have. And we do have a very extensive odor control, waste management, and noise control plan in place. All of our Dogtopias are fresh and modern designs, and we have our operational support team there with us all the time. Next slide. So these are our 10 commitments to safety. We take the safety of we take the safety of our dogs very seriously. It is our #1 priority at Dogtopia. Our certified canine coaches our training has been independently approved by both the International Association of Animal Behavior Consultants and the Certification Council for Professional Dog Trainers. We are support office employees an environmental biologist, a veterinary scientist, and a canine behavioralist. So we have many safety experts on our staff. Our evaluation process is extensive. We have a meet and greet meeting that includes that the vaccinations are confirmed and verified, that the dog coming in is all up to date on their vaccinations. We will review their history and health. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, no, I'm good, sorry. We will do a nose to tail assessment and an evaluation of your pup in our open play environment with other dogs, and they will only be in rooms of the same size and temperament. So all of our rooms are separated. We have 3 different playrooms. They are all separated by size and temperament. Inside of our rooms, we only use our home style crates and rubberized flooring. As I mentioned, we have only dog safe cleaning products. So we've developed a cleaning program that utilizes a pet safe spot cleaning when our dogs are in open play. And then we use a sanitizer twice a day. It's completely sanitized top to bottom as well when our dogs are not in open play. And then we have our climate-controlled HVAC systems. We keep your dog at the perfect temperature during playtime, nap time, and just to help keep the air fresh and clean. And as I mentioned earlier, we do have those webcams. Creates 100% transparency with us and our pet parents. They can go on anytime between 7 and 7, except for that 2-hour gap, and look and watch the dog play all day. And we do have a village of knowledge across all of our locations that we utilize as well. Next slide, please. Every Dogtopia is equipped with this commercial security system. It's a monitored security system that will instantly alert owners and managers in the event of any emergency. It uses sensors for smoke, motion, sound to alert us. And so if we did get that notification, we would know for all 24 hours when that goes off. Our managers and owners get a notification right away. So if anything were to alert for smoke, motion, or sound, we would know right away. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then for our outdoor odor, we make sure that we use proper drainage to allow for regular and efficient cleaning of our outdoor environment. Our artificial grass is cleaned in a similar fashion as our interior floors. We use a spot cleaning protocol, an end of day cleaning protocol, and a turf cleaning machine. The machine is designed for use of bioenzymatic cleaner for odor control and effectively extracts all waste. And next slide. And then we understand that the odor control begins at the source of the owner. So at Dogtopia, we are dedicated to removing the source of odor immediately and thoroughly with our strict cleaning protocols. We use professional backpack vacuums, auto scrubbers to wash and recover all of our organic debris from the flooring. And since we have that outdoor location, we will use that turf cleaning machine, as I mentioned in the last slide, for our outdoor turf as well. And then our UV lights have been proven to be effective at deactivating airborne pathogens, preventing the overgrowth of mold or mildew, as well as breaking down odor causing organic molecules. And then at Dogtopia, we also pride ourselves on being the first dog daycare in the business to address the need to clean with using only certified safe cleaning chemicals, while at the same time effectively killing contagious germs. With that, I just have a few pictures of what Dogtopia looks like. If you want to click the next slide. So this is actually the Dogtopia Denver Tech Center. This is the one I'm currently working at. It's a very sleek, nice looking modern design. And then if you want to click to the next slide, this is the inside of what a Dogtopia would look like as a layout. When you first walk in, you have the lobby there. There's also a spa, a room for sweet boarding, and then as well the 3 different playrooms. As I mentioned, all of our dogs are separated by size and temperament. And then one more picture of what the inside looks like. So this is it. You can see our rubberized flooring. We have windows in every room. We have murals on the wall, and then our home-style crates lining the outside as well. And that is all I have.
Thank you, Cassidy. That was great. We do have a question and answer period, which can take place now for anybody who wants to submit questions and answers. This slide does detail the different steps in doing so. Please remember that everything is recorded. And again, just to review our development review process, we are at the neighborhood meeting position, which is highlighted here in the kind of the gold color. And finally, for those who are interested in finding out a little bit more and want to maybe speak offline, this is my email address or phone number. At your pleasure, please give me a call. I can certainly help. And also you can look at the status of the project at this web link where it says planning project status at the end. And with that, that concludes our presentation this evening. Jen, do we have anybody from external who wishes to make a question or comment?
We do not.
Okay. I suppose we are good to go. We have completed our presentation this evening. Anything further from any staff members or applicants this evening? Hearing nobody, I would like to thank you all for your attendance this evening. We do appreciate everyone coming out this evening and being a good and attentive audience. I do have a very important comment from one of our engineers. Mr. Ank says, "Go Abs." So of course we are all supporting our Colorado Avalanche this evening. But in the meantime, folks, thank you again, once again, for coming. And we appreciate having you here, and have a good evening. And thank you very much for attending. Bye-bye.
Thank you.